Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Strategic Command World War II, World at War. This is episode number 82 of our Let's Play series, playing as the Allies. We're deep into 1946, the war is not going well, Russia has fallen, all of continental Europe is under German control. We are building England up to hopefully at least prevent a German invasion, and if not an invasion, potentially consider a counter-invasion, although there's really no way to knock Germany out of the war by this point. Their economy is too strong, and we just don't have enough time. The one area we do have some chance for some potential meaningful success is in the east. In Japan, we've invaded the home islands. We've taken Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and last turn Osaka, and we are continuing the drive on Tokyo. The hope is that before the end of the year, we're able to take Tokyo and maybe launch an invasion of Korea as well to take Seoul, which is the final Japanese alternate capital. We'll see how things play out, though. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump right back into this. This was taken from a live stream from my Twitch channel from a couple of weeks ago, as I said, and let's just get right back into it for the next turn. But we're going to go ahead and end our turn in May 1946 and move forward into June of 1946 and see what happens. All right, so Axis Raiders disrupt convoys on 3 lanes. We actually kicked them out of one of the convoy lanes last turn when we destroyed that one Japanese sub and pushed another back. The British have developed amphibious warfare level 5, so maybe that'll give them long-range amphibious transports finally. Production level 3 should help their economy. Soonish, maybe. I mean, it's such a slog that I'm not sure how soon or not we'll get there. The Japanese morale and fighting effectiveness has recovered a bit. We'll see if they move this unit east of Kyoto into the base. I would love if they did. We crushed its morale by bombarding them like 40 million times. German destroyers are going after our subs in the channel. They may be trying to clear the channel for some sort of invasion. We'll see. I'm glad that... Yes, they moved that unit. Yeah! That was dumb. That was dumb, Japan. Because now you can't reinforce it. And its readiness and morale were already kind of trash. And it won't be dug in at all. Should be a relatively easy time rolling over that unit. We might even be able to get one more unit closer to Tokyo. Looks like they put some engineers south of Tokyo. Hopefully they aren't building fortifications. That's something that could really slow us down. German destroyers are engaging our cruisers near the St. George's Channel. They must be legitimately trying to win the naval war at this point. I mean, if those destroyers stay there, I should be able to destroy them. I've got like 2 carriers there, and it's got to be out of range of their land-based air. My anti-aircraft guns at Lido are helping defend against Japanese tactical air. Our own fighters are doing a little bit of damage to the enemy. We're losing quite a bit. I don't know why, like, it seems like the fighter intercepts are a little bit random in that, like, sometimes the same unit deals an intercept and sometimes it doesn't. Meanwhile, V weapons continue to hammer Great Britain. Oh, we just lost a heavy cruiser. Just what the Germans need, national morale bonuses. When did I play the campaign last time? Do you mean on stream, or do you mean, like, when have I've never played as the Allies. This is my first playthrough as the Allies. I did play as the Germans. I think we won after, like, 77 turns or so. It was late 45, I think it was. We invaded and took Great Britain. We took Russia. Can't remember if we took the U.S. or not. We won a completely decisive victory, though. I think we did take the U.S., actually. Stream last week. I streamed last week. So the Germans are moving to the Chinese border, which is great. China's doomed now, if they can supply that invasion. Gonna try and encircle these 2 Japanese armies west of Guizhou. I think there's a headquarters unit at this crossroad that's probably providing supply. That destroyer and sub couldn't get out. We'll see if they get more units out. I'm real bummed I lost that heavy cruiser. All right, so we're going to be moving into the next turn here. Cumberland was sunk. We'll get a whole bunch of recon information that's not terribly useful for us right now, at least for the most part. Japan has a sub in northern Japan, so that's good to know. I don't know if that's new. We'll have to take a look. I'm assuming these destroyers are new. So if we go to the report screen, Germany has 25 warships, which is the same as I think what they ended last turn at. I guess we'll just use our air here, right? They're out of range of their land-based air escorts. So we'll be able to wipe those guys out. Alright, so 2 destroyers are gone. Unfortunately, 2 destroyers doesn't even equal the morale that a single cruiser was worth. Maybe if we can finish off this sub. Where did it go? There it is. Another enemy sub out this way. Shit. God, they have so many subs. They're down to 23 warships. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything there. We'll just, that heavy cruiser may get sunk too. I think we'll pull back here and defend our carriers. Alright, we'll pull this this light cruiser back. Our battleship, the Texas, which sallied forth and did battle with the German fleet off Germany last turn and destroyed a German battleship, will retreat. Our air units in Ambrosia on the east coast and Rosyth will also both reinforce. Battleship here will reinforce. Are there still more destroyers in the channel here? I don't know that I want to risk it. I guess we did. Risked it for the biscuit. We drove that destroyer back. We couldn't destroy it, though. It did get back into home waters or into a friendly port, which I'm not going to be able to do anything against. I've already used up my carrier wings, and the Germans will have jet escorts there to protect it. Stein, am I picking any games up? Oh, I forgot about the second heavy artillery for the U.S. over there. I think we've identified most of the German subs in the Atlantic, so I'm going to risk a sally straight across the Atlantic to Ireland. And I got there. Stein, I think I have most of the Matrix games already, so I wasn't really planning on picking anything up. All right, we'll operate these guys across the channel. So we've got a 6th fighter unit now in the British Isles. Thank you for the follow there, Leon Ovisky 7555. All right, we'll move this heavy cruiser up this way. I don't want to try and bombard Le Havre. You don't want to attack ports generally. I'm surprised they're not even trying to attack Gibraltar there. But they're not. All right, so the second heavy artillery for the U.S. will arrive in England in the next turn. These guys are going to go on transports. We'll move them up to Newfoundland, just like we had the heavy artillery last turn. Apparently I put these guys in Washington, which is not a port, so we'll move them down to Norfolk. Meanwhile, if we look at Sicily, let's bombard these guys. We'll bombard them twice. Use up all of our artillery ammo. Still only a 3-1, huh? Well, I don't really like those odds, so I'm not gonna attack in Sicily like I had planned. Okay. Hopefully they don't kill either of my cruisers here. Great Britain, meanwhile, has a new anti-air unit, so we'll place that in southern England as well to hopefully trip up any enemy invasion or air attacks like they tried a few turns ago. That kind of does it for the European theater. Moving back to India, we destroyed a German armored unit here in eastern Iran, or I guess western India. We'll pull the 4th Australian Corps back. Good job, boys. Doing your duty. Wish I knew how much supply those guys had, the Hungarian army there. That, by the way, the loss of that heavy tank unit was worth more national morale. Well, it was basically counteracted the loss of the cruiser. So we'll land those guys there. These Japanese troops have moved forward here with absolutely abysmal supply situations. Reinforce our jets. Reinforce our troops. So these guys got hit a little bit by our Special Forces unit there. We'll see if they try and press more into Burma, but that kind of does it for Burma. Reinforce this air wing here. Alright, so the troops in Kyoto, their morale is abysmal. Their supply is poor. We'll attack with the 2nd tanks. Oh, we didn't quite destroy him. It's okay. Our mechanized troops will do the work. Shattered. So we just destroyed a Japanese army there. I'd rather move an army in to Kyoto, but that army is undersupplied. I could try moving the 101st, but they'd probably lose some casualties landing. Alright, we'll attack there, lose some casualties, pull back. Bombard these guys here west of Tokyo. Alright, so their morale sucks. Look at defensive artillery against my Marines here. Can any of those units move forward? I mean, you know what I could do? Let's do this. Let's move these tanks forward here, land them, and then attack. So we destroyed another... Oh, I thought I destroyed him. Almost destroyed him. I could try air attacks against him, but I don't think it would be too effective. I can't forget about the supply situation. Ugh, it's going to be rough supply next turn. Let's... Those areas definitely are not. Alright, I'm going to have to push the headquarters forward next turn. I think our supply situation won't get desperate until the following turn. Meanwhile, I'm going to try and wreck this engineer unit's morale and effectiveness. I don't know what good that'll do us, but we'll do it. Anything I can do to hurt the Japanese. Let's fly this fighter unit forward also, as well as the strategic bombing unit. Throw these troops, this headquarter unit, on transports. Bring them into Japan as well. So that'll help our supply situation a little bit, at least on the southern part of the island, where some of those air units are. So we'll have 3 headquarters units to try and chain supply forward. Why don't you put those guys in Nagasaki? Will that give them 10 there? 8, 8, 2, and 1 still. So the supply situation for those forward units is going to be rough. What I need to do is swap Geiger out with the 2nd Marines. What I really need to do is get Geiger into Osaka. And then maybe move the Hiroshima unit forward a little bit, and then the Nagasaki unit up to Hiroshima. Let's move these guys. I think we're going to try and land south or east of Kyoto to get another unit here as we try and move on Tokyo. Still balls deep in Japan. Yes, Ben, it is a World War I style slog. But we're making progress. We've taken Osaka and Kyoto on this stream in the road toward Tokyo. Have to upgrade the carrier? Oh yeah, the fighters aren't upgraded yet. Reinforce that battleship. Alright, we'll move this heavy cruiser forward here. Bombard these engineers again. Can we upgrade these guys or reinforce these guys? We can. We'll reinforce the aircraft 8. Move these guys into port here. That port should be level 5 tomorrow, so that'll be good. This carrier will upgrade its air wing, replenish its losses. It would suck to be those engineers. That's all I'll say. All right. Don't we still have... Yeah, we do have the 3rd Special Forces. So we're going to move them to the Marcus Islands. Going to move a battleship adjacent to them just in the event a Japanese sub tries to come calling. And then maybe we'll try and land these guys against these engineers, or maybe north. I'm just really worried about them building fortifications that slows our advance down. The force down here doesn't really add a whole lot to the defense of Tokyo. It's not adjacent or anything. It's an intriguing idea to maybe land north of Tokyo, take one of these headquarters, but there's no real port to base that invasion out of. And I think it's probably completely clogged with troops anyway. We'll see if they reinforce this core. That actually benefits us because the readiness and morale won't go up. Neither will the entrenchment. If they swap it out with a fresh unit, that would be better for the AI, but we'll see if they know to do that. Alright. So, that's Japan. I think we're done there. We've only got till 1947 as a reminder. So I think... By the way, how many... We destroyed 2 of their naval units? Did we... When we destroyed that battleship last turn, did that even come close to hurting their income? Oh my god, their income is almost 2,000. No, it did not. Their losses are way down here. Their income's up here. Holy shit. I guess having all of the valuable parts of Russia is good for the economy. What about Japan? What's their national morale? Or their morale did recover. It dropped a little bit with the losses of that other day. Their economy is recovered. You see this big jump up is when they got Eastern Russia from the Germans. But their casualties are almost equaling their losses, their income. I mean, I guess strategic bombing might hurt their morale. We could try that. Not really against Germany. I don't have the time to build it up. Let's go ahead and purchase some new units. And my dog is howling at someone. Not sure who. Can the Philippine Corps build in the Philippines? Or does it have to build in the U.S.? I mean, I don't even know what I'm going to do with all these units, to be honest. I don't have any... I guess I could build strategic bombers, but I don't think they're going to arrive in time. I wish we had rockets. That would be nice if we had, like, the German V weapons. I'm just going to keep building infantry corps because I don't know what else to build. There's not enough time left for any of the nicer stuff to arrive. I don't even think these units are going to get involved, but what I might try and do is maybe we'll, like, actually try a landing against France in the last few turns if the Germans don't invade England. Like a September invasion. I have so many fucking units then. Alright. We'll do one more turn tonight, or today, and then we'll wrap the stream up. So we'll go ahead and see what July of 1946 has in store for us as we move forward one more turn. But with that being said, I know this was a little bit of a shorter episode, only around 20 minutes, but this is still going to do it for this episode. I like keeping one turn to one episode, so we'll pick things up next time. Hope you guys are still enjoying the series as we move forward into the middle of 1946, and we'll see how things play out in our next episode. Until then, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.